The past few hours has been an excruciating heat pain, and honestly, it's been very hot, humid, and sweaty. And I can assure you that I have my electrical fan running at the second power. I don't want it to go at the third power because otherwise you'd be hearing a lot of wind sounds coming from that. And so I made sure that I set that to the middle power just so that I can get some coolness in my body, but also having to really survive in this weather condition. Eventually, I'll be able to get out of the Philippines and going back home to my own home state in California. Um, but if anything, I'll let you guys know of my updates regarding my return to California. But for now, let's focus on the topic that I have for y'all guys, which is having to make eye contact while also having to watch our tone of voice. Now, this is directed specifically to autistics because I know for a fact that a lot of the autistics have had a lot of trouble with having to make eye contact while also having to monitor their tone of voice. Um, More importantly, the eye contact is what makes autistics difficult for them to make out a conversation, to really develop a full conversation with another person. So I would say that I can definitely relate to this in my past, in which I had to really stare at them into their soul using my eyes. And I realized that now that that's making them more uncomfortable for me, it also makes it uncomfortable for them. And honestly, it puts a lot of weight on my shoulders for having to directly stare at them with my eyes. So what I would really start right now when it comes to having to make friend connections, when it comes to making out conversations in a group, try to scan around the face. Try to really scan around the face. Like imagine if there was a box and their face was in the middle. So you always want to make sure that you are looking around the perimeter of the face or around like the area of the box, and that way you'd have your direct attention to them. You are actually giving your undivided attention towards someone that is actually having a conversation with you, and make sure that your body is facing forward in this. Like you always want to make sure that your body is facing forward during the conversation. It makes the other person know that you are also aware of the conversation and that you're not looking at the side, or like more specifically, like you're not facing your body sideways or turning your body back, because that would signal to them that you are making them feel disrespected. So yeah, always make sure that you are facing your body forward. Always make sure that you are looking at the perimeter of the face. It doesn't have to always be at the eyes. And I have pretty much have been making good conversations without having to look at them directly in the eyes. And I've been feeling a lot more comfortable in myself, and having to not only look at them in the eyes, but also having to really put my body forward, as if as if they are aware that you are actively participating, you are actively engaged with them. So you always want to make sure of that. The other thing that I should mention is is our tone of voice. And neurotypicals may really perceive it wrong when it comes to us having to speak in our normal way of our tone of voice. Like we are speaking in our normal tone of voice that neurotypicals may really perceive it in the wrong way, or they may take it like literally in any conversation. So yeah, we always want to make sure that we are altering our normal way of speaking, because even though we love to have to speak at our normal tone of voice, you really want to make sure that you are being as much more enthusiastic. Like, what I'm trying to say here is that you have to like pretend it to really make it. You get what I'm saying, you guys? Like, you have to really pretend that you are very enthusiastic about it. You are very enthusiastic. You're really engaged, and that you are so focused into the conversation that you are having a good time, and that you're always smiling. That's how I would do it. Like, if the person sees that like I'm very lazy or indolent because of my my tone of voice, I'll literally switch things up. I'll literally switch things up for them only, because they wanted to see me change in the tone of voice, or with the way that my normal speaking voice is. I think that happened to me while I was speaking with like another autistic, and I was tired. I was tired. I think I was like in a voice call with them, and while I was speaking about how tired I am, and saying that like I'm good, I'm fine. I've been pretty much been relaxing, and also having to focus on having to get my homework done in college. Yeah, the other autistic perceives as like perceives it in like a wrong way, and I have to use my direct communication. I have to literally like explain myself, saying that I'm like, my voice, my normal tone of voice does not define how someone will literally like react. You get what I'm saying? Like my normal tone of voice does not define who I really am as a person. Like, my normal tone of voice defines like my autism condition as a whole. Like if they really perceive my normal tone of voice and like as taken like in a bad way, I will literally think of it as like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do if I don't really change it for another person? Like, and this really stresses out for a lot of autistics, and having to change it for this specific person, when in reality it carries a lot of weight on their shoulders, and eventually it causes a lot of burnout. It causes a lot of burnout of like of having to really pretend like you are actually you're actually having a lot of fun. You're actually having a lot of fun at making conversations much more interesting. So, it is a tiring autistic job for us to do, but hopefully that won't be the case. So So yeah, I appreciate everyone that has been watching this video. If you have more onto this topic, I would love it if you can actually share that in the comments. That would be amazing. I do read every single comment over there. I would love it if you guys can share what you have to say, or if you are an autistic and relate to the things that I've said, definitely do share them with me. That would be greatly appreciated. But yeah, it's like the tone of our voice that makes it like so hard for us to literally navigate conversations around us, or especially the eye contact, in terms of having to navigate the world around us when it comes to having to make friendships, when it comes to making making a romantic relationship or a dating relationship, more specifically. So yeah, please utilize the things that I have talked about, and hopefully one day you'll be able to be a master at these strategies. So it shouldn't be this difficult, but like once you get the hang of it, I'm sure that you'll be fine with it. So but yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to give it a like and subscribe. And yeah, I'll probably end this video right now because I know it's gonna get very dark. Probably when it hits close to 6 p.m. And plus, like, you know, my bedroom is like literally getting more darker the more seconds that it takes to get it to be completely dark. So yeah, have a great day, and I'll see you guys next week. See ya.